Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying for Beginners. Today we're going to tie a little Beadhead Beatis nymph. The hook I have in a vise is a Scud hook. This is a size 16. And I have a 2.3 millimeter silver bead on there. And the color of the bead, it depends on you. You can use a dark one, it's silver, gold. I just chose this silver one. I'm going to use brown thread, and this is 70 denier. I'm going to start that behind the bead and come back just a short distance. I'm going to start by putting a rib on it, and this is extra fine copper wire. I'm going to use the copper wire to get my wraps to fall tight next to each other. We're going to come slightly around the bend. Then we're going to put on a tail. For the tail I'm going to use a wood duck flank. And I'm going to use about half a dozen of these. We want that tail to be about maybe half to 3/4 the length of the hook shank. Then we're going to wrap the body forward, nice tight wraps. When we get up there, up the top there, we can break that off. I'm going to wrap back just about 3/4 of the way and then come forward again. Make a little bit of a taper on that, thicken up that abdomen there a little bit. Now I'm going to take the copper wire and we're going to wrap this about 4 times. Put another one on there. If you get it up into the thorax, it doesn't matter. If you get an extra wrap on there, it's a little extra security to secure it. Go ahead and break that off. Now I'm going to bring my thread back just a little bit, maybe 1 bead width. Now we're going to put in legs, and we're going to use that wood duck flank once again. And we're going to take almost a 1/2 inch of the wood duck flank off our feather. We're going to tie these in forward, and I'm going to make these stick out the front almost the size, almost the length of the hook shank itself, or the fly body. Bring that right up to the bead. Make sure you keep it on top, it'll be easier later. See, we have it dividing already. Bring that thread back. Go ahead and trim that off. You could use that, what I trimmed off, as a wing case, but it's so small you're not going to see much anyway. I'm going to take a darker brown dubbing. This is actually a Hendrickson dry fly color dubbing. But I want the dubbing just a little bit lighter than the thread. We're going to go ahead and wrap our thorax. Then when we reach the front, we're going to take those legs and divide them. We want to divide them and pull them to the side and back. one little piece sticking out. Just trim that off. Now I'm going to take just a small amount of dubbing, very, very small, just enough to hide those thread wraps. And I'm going to wrap it with my whip finisher. Go ahead and pull that tight. Yeah, we'll trim off the excess. We're going to put a little dab of head cement on the bead and on that head dubbing. And here we have a little mayfly nymph. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, thank you very much for watching my video.